ABC just shattered its own record for the most-watched WNBA season in its history, even though star player Caitlin Clark missed nearly half of her scheduled games on the network. That's not just surprising. It's a bold statement about how basketball fandom is evolving. But here's where it gets controversial. Did Clark's limited appearances actually boost the network's ratings? Or is this a temporary spike fueled by her star power? Let's break it down. The numbers are staggering. ABC's WNBA regular season average this year hit 1.43 million viewers across 12 games, a 13% jump from last season's 1.26 million over 8 games. To put that in perspective, that's the highest viewership ABC has ever recorded for the league since it first broadcast WNBA games in 2003. Pro tip: those averages don't include the WNBA All-Star Game, which saw a 36% drop in viewership this year. But that's a story for another day. Now, let's talk about Clark. The Fever guard played just 3 of her team's 5 scheduled ABC games this season, fewer than half of her commitments. Yet those 3 games, they dominated the ratings. The opening weekend clash between the Fever and Sky averaged 2.7 million viewers. A June showdown with the Liberty pulled in 2.2 million. And a July game against the Wings landed at 2.1 million. That's not just impressive, it's dominant. ABC now owns 3 of the 4 biggest audiences of the season, with the lone exception being a Liberty Fever game that aired on CBS and drew 2.2 million viewers. But here's the kicker. Even with Clark's limited presence, ABC's regular season finale, a Wings Aces game, still managed 976,000 viewers. That's a steep drop from last year's Storm Fever matchup, which averaged 2.2 million. Still, the network's overall gains were significant. Viewership spiked 21% among kids aged 2 to 17, including a jaw-dropping 46% increase among boys in that age group. Men 18 to 34, the Holy Grail demographic, saw an 18% boost, while adults over 55 also tuned in more. And let's not forget, ABC's WNBA average exceeded its NHL regular season coverage, which barely cracked the million-viewer mark. CBS, meanwhile, isn't far behind. The network's average of 1.23 million viewers this season is up 8% from the same point last year. But Clark's presence on CBS has been even spottier. She played in just 1 of 3 Fever games on the network this season. Both of the games she missed aired in prime time, a stark contrast to last year when none of her games were scheduled during peak hours. And this is the part most people miss. The WNBA's growing appeal isn't just about star power. It's about strategy. Networks are learning to balance marquee matchups with broader accessibility. For example, CBS's recent Liberty Lynx game drew 793,000 viewers, a 25% increase from the same time slot last year. That's a win, but it's also a reminder that the league is still fighting for attention in a crowded sports landscape. So what does this all mean? Is ABC's success sustainable without Clark playing all her games? Are viewers finally tuning in for the sport itself? Or are they just chasing the next big star? And should networks prioritize scheduling games around marquee players like Clark, even if it means sacrificing prime-time slots? We'd love to hear your take in the comments. After all, the real story here isn't just about numbers. It's about how we define value in today's sports media ecosystem. John Lewis, founder of Sports Media Watch, has been tracking these trends since 2006. Connect with him on X, Twitter, Blue Sky, or via his website for more deep dives into the world of sports broadcasting.